Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. We're on the way to go and have a look at a classic Mini. It's got a bit of an issue with it. It's got a fuel supply issue, kind of like this one did I guess, but probably slightly different. I think there's a possible electrical fault, so owners changed the fuel pump. We're not hearing the fuel pump fire up, so anyway, sit back, we're just going to head down and go and have a look at this classic Mini. My videos, so I think we'll get the meter on the pump leads and just see if we get any power on it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So here's the tank. Yeah, there's no noise coming from the back at all. No.
So what do you want me to do?
Well, what I think we do is we'll pull off the cable, do some measurements, and just see if we get any voltage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is strange?
Yeah.
You know when you said it's got 12 volts momentarily. It's
Yeah.
strange that sometimes when you've left it for a while, it fires usually as if it's got pressure that's not coming at the correct pressure. It's getting some fuel.
Yeah, which is possibly airlocks, right? Then.
Really?
Yep.
It fired then once.
Yeah.
Then it works.
No, there's just no noise coming from here at all.
Right.
Nothing. That was instant. So there you go.
Sorry?
That was instant, that was.
Sorry?
That was instant.
How instant?
Oh, it just starts. That's pretty good. So obviously the fuel pressure, there's not a lot of fuel pressure required.
No, what's happening is...
Just check those pipes aren't... Oh yeah, there's a bit of a block there.
That's air, right?
Yeah. Just make sure there's nothing. So we've had the pump out. It's a brand new pump. It wasn't working. We've got it working again. And now the Mini's running. We're just temporary jury rigging it. So, fuel pump. Now she runs beautifully. doesn't it? Yeah. Morning. Right, after that little trip to that classic Mini, we're going to have to do a little bit of work on that again. Turns out that that petrol pump has definitely got a major issue. A couple of things we need to look at the car. So never been completely happy with the lights. I did, so certainly on this one I did use those kits where you can, you sand back the lens. But we've managed to finally score some of these. So Liam Harbour got these, thank you very much mate, looking really good, got all the components on. Now I'm not overly familiar with all the bits and pieces for these things, so they're going to be a bit of a lesson for me. One of the things I want to do is I want to take this off. I'd like to take this off and paint the silver bit black. I'm considering the Joey mod of taking the clear plastic whole thing off and painting the inside. I'm considering it. Part of the reason why probably is this casing here, this circular piece, don't know what you were going to call it, is loose. I think if we, it's in, I think, pretty sure it's in this one. Oh, excuse me. I can't seem to, I'm pretty sure it was this one. Maybe it was the other one, I don't know. Pretty sure it was this one, because you can see it's not quite sitting straight. If you look at it there, it's sitting slightly off to the left, but it's loose in there. So we'll have a look, see. I may fit them just for the moment to see what they look like, but it's not imperative right now. The MOT passed on those, but I've got to work out all of the different components needed. So obviously water feed for this. There does seem to be only one input power socket, so I'm assuming it's the same. I do, like I said, I don't know a lot about, I know there's a few variations of these, all the different lights that came on the Mini. So we'll work that out as we go. Anyone who's got the full knowledge of that, please, if you're watching, chuck them in the comments. It'd be very, very useful. Thank you very much. Right, working on the xenons. Sorry, xenons. These facelift lights, and got a slight problem. And I want to check the fuses because I think they need an uprated fuse. But with the good strut brace, slight problem. This doesn't come out. I don't know if we can see in there. There's a whole row of relays. I think they're just standing a bit too proud. I'll see if I can pull one out of the back, see if I can help get it out, but I can't see pulling this on and off every time I want to get in there being a fun experience. So let's see what we can do. For now, I mean, there's lots of things I'd like to do in the engine bay, but right now that's not the next project. Some clues coming up in the next piece of video. Right, because it's a bit difficult to get off. Right, because it's a bit difficult to get off, I thought I'd have a quick look at the picture, and this is the front of the fuse box, so I'm looking at it like that in the car. And the one I want to get to is the fuse right at the back. So, of course it is. It's not going to be the one at the front I want. So yeah, going to have to pull that off and have a look at it. I want to increase that one slightly bigger, but I do want to know first of all exactly which light that is, because it says light, but okay, is it specific to side lights? It looks like dip lights. I don't think it's the fog lights, but it's interesting there's only one. There's some other lights here, 50 amp fuses for lights. But they don't look like, they look like general bulbs, I'm not sure. I have to see if there's anything in here that tells me what those things are. Alright guys, so we painted the near side mirror, the black side of it, the other day. Let's take the tape off and see what it looks like. We're going to compare it against the other one. Okay, so this is the far side. Again, a bit dirty, but you can see it's very faded. Plastic has faded in the, obviously under the sunlight for many years. I don't know if we can see it quite as well around here. Bring the light around a little bit. So we can see here, very faded. So we compare it to the one I've just painted. Let's put those side by side, and there you go, look at that. Let's have a good look. That looks really good. So, quite impressed. Now, I could have put a wax sealant coat over the top of this, but it would make it quite shiny, which I'm not overly keen on doing. Arguably, I guess it may match up. These are a bit shiny, but not look I'm after at the moment, to be honest. This top rail up here has been painted in the same paint. And again, for those who haven't watched before, I'm not affiliated, not sponsored by, but I've worked with Buzzweld, Craig Jones, the owner of Buzzweld, for quite a while. And when I was doing the Land Rover, I really liked the paints, and great service, always very helpful. And the sort of person that will not only help you with his product, but he'll help you understand products that he doesn't even sell. So really good guy. This product is I don't know, it's not, I think it's a fairly new product, but it's PIO, Plastics in One. And yeah, pretty happy with the results. We'll put it back on and let's see how, well, big thing is we'll take it out, well, you know, when we use it, we'll see how long it lasts, but that can be another video for another day. But for now, I'm going to put the other one back on, take this one off, mask that one up, paint it. And the other thing we may do is, I'm really keen to do this belt line as well. We did, a little while back in an earlier episode, we did put this tape on. I wasn't overly happy. I did ask for opinions on it. I can't remember if I had too many responses but on that one, but I'm not particularly happy, so I'm going to look at painting that. Not sure if it's working quite as well as I hoped, but we'll give it another go. It's got 2 coats on, but it still looks quite silver, so I'm thinking maybe I should have put something else on first, but this is a plastics one supposed to go straight on. As you've seen with the mirror, it works quite well, but we'll give it one more go, see what it looks like. Okay, that's taken a few coats. It didn't quite grab on. I think there's a little bit, some of these little areas are still not quite perfect, but it's not too bad. What'll be interesting is when we pull the paperwork off and have a look. Now, I'm going to put the camera down and do that because I want to reuse that on the other side. Me cheap man. Okay, now that we've got the tape off, it's come out alright. It's not too bad. Fairly happy with that. A couple of bits there with the rubbers, but yeah, I'm fairly happy apart from the fact I think I've got a little bit of paint on the car, so I have to try and get that off. Right, not too bad. Right, we'll just put that wing mirror on and then we're done. So yeah, for the end of this video, I'm going to wrap it up here. I think we've done lots of little bits and pieces. I still need to get into that fuse box and have a look at that. And that was for the HID lights, so they need a slightly bigger fuse to work. And I think these have stopped working, possibly blown that fuse, but we'll have a look and see that. We'll put this back together. Now, in the next video, I'm trying to work out what to do next, because there's probably a few things I can do on the car, but we're in the process of emptying out this barn, so there's probably not a lot more I can do in here anymore, so we're going to have to seal the car up again. But there are plenty of projects that we can get on with. There's plenty of Land Rover stuff that we can do, and one thing I mentioned a while back, there was this little toy over here. So there's 2 or 3 of these that there's a plan to build at some point. This will be a project. So yeah, we'll get to it at some point, but for now, that will end this video. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one.